My question is, and I'll go on record saying this, is when are you an anthropologist and when are you a grave robber? If family of the people who are buried in those graves are still alive, what gives you the right to dig up those graves, one, and then plunder those graves to put the stuff in museums?
And no one still knows to this day how that happened, how that land transferred ownership into the city of New York. But it did. And you can't find those records of that transaction anywhere. And they removed those bodies.
They dug a big pit and threw the bodies right in the pit.
They tell you they got all the bodies out of there and put them in Zion's church and put a big rock there, but they didn't take all of them.
Half of the people are still there, and they just build the buildings on top of it.
They took items from those graves and put them in the museum.
All these decisions were made without consulting much with the Matinecock at all.
What about the family members who are sitting there saying, wait a minute, that's my great-grandfather, that's my father, that's my uncle, that's my brother? Are they going to dig up my grave too?
It just seems that every time there's a chance for the Matinecock's voice to be heard, it's put down immediately.
On any cemetery you build on top, the bodies, the spirits, do get angry.
It's not about taxes, it's not about, gas, it's not about, gaming or any of those things. It's about our tradition, our language, our way of life. And that's what's called sovereignty. And that's what's called walking the good road.
It's always been the purpose of the government to love our Indians, but to do away with them.
We are a political entity whose numbers have been reduced by war, disease, overpopulation, and genocide. We're not forgotten. They'd like to forget about us, but every once in a while we remind them that we're still here.